if poverty alleviation is our goal and SHG is the vehicle, so in that case we should know that what do poor want. My experience is that they want work, they want productive work, continuous regular work, work that is closely related to nature, your surroundings, so that will be sustainable to the local situation, to the local nature, to the local people, and the money will move the locally. I think that is the purpose of the SDGs, that how to link them with the market infrastructure, how to link them with the access to raw material, and then make the most productive use of the local economy.
92 it was launched, SHG-Bank Linkage program was launched. These three decisions were taken to lend to unregistered groups, provided they function well like registered groups, to give one loan to the group and let the group decide, and third, lend to without physical collateral. This was the basis which of the whole SHG-Bank Linkage program.
It's a matter of history that there has been a tremendous growth, and it has grown to be one of the largest microfinancial systems in the world. IFAD, the International Fund for Agricultural Development, appreciated our SHG-Bank linkage model, and they promoted this model in some of their programs. And the Tamil Nadu Women's Development Program, financed by the IFAD, was one of the first programs, the multilateral programs, where the group bank linkage program was done, and subsequently the results were excellent. I think the evidence of evaluations show that there has been a tremendous impact of this model, not only in terms of financial delivery, but the impact on development of women, since the focus is on women in their self-development.
In the 1990s, the major question was the exact relationship between banks and the SHGs. As the SHGs were not and are not formally registered as societies under any act. So a pilot was started in 1991 with the authorization of the Reserve Bank and NABARD to examine how this link will work. And it was in 1994, a committee was also set up to look into this. And in April 1996, a circular was issued by the Reserve Bank of India affirming the SHG Bank Credit Linkage Scheme, and also indicated clearly that the credit SHGs will form part of the mainstream of credit operations.
Regulations need to change. Basically, why not SHG banks? There are many SHG federations who are also talking with us. They're saying that so much of money, so much of savings we have mobilized, which is going to a bank where decision making is of somebody else's. So why not a regulation where you can also start small banks in district wise, maybe 3 districts, 4 districts, 5 districts, bank of SHG members.
बैंक अगर 3 दशकों में देखें तो बैंक लिंकेज प्रोग्राम डायरेक्टली एसएचजी के साथ, फिर कैश क्रेडिट, टर्म लोन और कैश क्रेडिट ऐसे विकसित हुआ। उसके साथ साथ जो है हम ये देखते हैं कि बीसी अरेंजमेंट ये भी आगे विकसित हुआ। तो ऐसे अलग अलग मॉडल आ रहे थे, और इसमें अलग अलग रिसोर्स ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के तौर पर जैसे चैतन्य भी है और एपीमास ने सभी अनेबल मेंबर्स के जरिए कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग का अच्छा काम हुआ। आगे का 30 साल हम आगे कैसे सोच रहे हैं 30 साल के बाद, तो ये सोच रहे हैं कि हर एक लेवल पे महिलाओं की ऐसी शक्ति जो है कि जो चाहे वो कर सके, यानी वो समूह के स्तर पे हो या विभाग या विभाग के स्तर पे हो या संघ के स्तर पे, उसकी आजीविका वृद्धि प्रक्रिया उद्योग है, आरोग्य के बारे में और काम करना जरूरी है.
I believe that banks should take a closer look at this model, not only in terms of what they are contributing to the society, but for their own bottom line. So if it is seen as a business model rather than as a charity model or imposition from the government, so this is the major requirement.
The banks have started recognizing the poor as clients. That's one of the biggest milestone I would see, because in those days when we started the initial SHGs, the banks never treated these women as clients. They never believed them, and especially they don't really believe in lending to poor. And that has been a very significant change how the banks look at it today. And another important thing is these poor women have got access and they're able to open accounts, and especially the Jandan kind of khatas, that's been a very watershed kind of decisions. And also these SHGs are treated as institutions. The banks are lending to them, and there's been multiple credits, there's been CC limits, there's been actually repeat loans.
The biggest milestone that I can recognize was in the year 2011, when the Department of Financial Services, Government of India, came out with a circular which was specifically for 100 most backward districts of the country for promoting women SHGs, in which the DFS for the first time talked about providing cash credit facilities to the SHGs, so that the hassle that was involved with taking credit on term loan, where the SHGs had to go to the bank frequently, was completely avoided. The cash credit movement, which is currently prevalent even in the SHGs promoted in different states by the NRLM and institutions like SKDRP, has paved the way for really hassle-free, need-based credit, which has helped the members in the SHGs to move from livelihood to micro-enterprise and to create a better infrastructure and actually come up in life out of the poverty line.
Congratulations to all of you for celebrating 30 years of SHG movement. It is indeed a very proud moment for all of us. I want to personally congratulate APMAS, Mr. Reddy and the leadership team for fostering and nurturing the SHGs. SHG movement has come a long way from informal association to savings and credit groups. The SHG-Bank Linkage program has been very pivotal in making a phenomenal change in the lives of women. Women have become empowered socially, economically and politically. APMAS is one of the pioneering institutions which has played a pivotal role in nurturing the federations. I want to congratulate all the stakeholders and NABARD, which played a major role in nurturing the SHG movement. My congratulations to the leaders and the winners of the federations. I wish you all success.
What this institutional architecture provided to the poor women of this state is it gave an identity to the poor woman, who through these organizations of their own were able to access the various rights and entitlements that the governments provide, as well as interact with the markets.
The beauty of SHG-Bank Linkage program is that apart from the financial inclusion aspect of it, it is also an empowerment program. It has empowered the lives of millions of people, millions of women, the poor women, through the media of SHGs. I have seen this transformation happening while I was a DDM in Kerala in 1990s when the SHG program has just started. I have experienced the nuances, the practical nuances of forming SHGs, the satisfaction it gave while bringing the people, by bringing the women into the SHG fold, and the growth thereafter. It's such a beautiful program. It not only helps in social, financial empowerment, but also a social empowerment.
My association with this movement dates back to 2000, when we conducted an impact evaluation study where we measured the social and economic impact of SHG movement. Subsequently, Another study we have done in 2012, where we have measured what is the level of graduation which happened in SHGs and among SHG members. In both these studies, we employed a composite index to measure the impact. Now, as we spent 3 decades with this movement, I understand the movement has really done well, wonders. But however, whatever the initial expectations we all had, I think they are all not fulfilled to the fullest extent. Possibly, we may have to reimagine the entire movement, reprogram it to the current needs, and move ahead.
The very fact that you have today 70 lakh SHGs covering a few crore families and almost 50 lakh SHGs which have availed loans from the banking system, and they are today availing loans to the tune of about 20,000 crore every year. I think this is good proof enough that the product has really served its purpose. Otherwise, banks would have not really lent so much.
While conducting a recent study, a women member said, SHG has been like a god for her. Another said, SHGs are the most ideal for poor. In fact, what I have observed also is that women are intergenerationally passing on the membership in SHGs like they do with other assets. SHGs thus have been internalized well by women. Coming as they did in a period of economic reforms, SHGs, despite many challenges, have given some basic protection to the poor women.
In the next 30 years, we believe that women would be able to have a very strong position in the market, where women are the producers, women are also primary consumers, and women are also the sellers. So that's the larger vision that we have for the next 30 years. Thank you.
नमस्कार, मैं हूं विजय महाजन। एक समय मैं प्रदान संस्था के साथ काम करता था, राजस्थान में, बिहार में, मध्य प्रदेश में, और उसके बाद मैं बेसिक्स माइक्रो फाइनेंस संस्था के साथ काम किया, जो कि बहुत सारे राज्यों में आप लोगों के साथ काम कर चुकी है। जो सबसे पहले सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप बने थे 1987 में, कुछ मैराडा ने कर्नाटक में बनाए थे और कुछ प्रधान ने राजस्थान में बनाए थे। तब से मैं आपकी इस मूवमेंट के साथ जुड़ा हुआ हूँ। मुझे बहुत खुशी होती है ये देख के कि कहाँ कुछ ही हज़ार सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप्स थे 1995 तक, और अब पिछले साल में 1 करोड़ 10 लाख से ज़्यादा तो सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप हैं, और करीब 15 करोड़ महिलाएं सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप के साथ जुड़ी हुई हैं, और हर साल बैंकों से करीब 50-60 हज़ार करोड़ रुपया सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप्स को मिलता है। और इसके अलावा आपका जो अपना बचत और इंटरेस्ट का पैसा है वो भी आप आपस में लेंड करती हैं। तो कोई शक नहीं है कि 1 लाख करोड़ रुपया तो महिलाओं को सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप मूवमेंट के माध्यम से मिलता है। ये बहुत बड़ी उपलब्धि है, पूरे देश के लिए नहीं, पूरे भारत शायद पूरी दुनिया में इस काम में सबसे आगे है। तो अभी तक जो हुआ उसके लिए तो खुशी होनी ही चाहिए, लेकिन मैं भविष्य के बारे में थोड़ी बात करना चाहता हूँ। तो इसमें 3 मुद्दे हैं। एक तो अभी भी हर एक गांव में कुछ महिलाएं ऐसी हैं, चाहे वो विधवा हों, गांव से दूर रहती हों, महादलित हों, किसी भी कारणवश वो किसी भी ग्रुप में शामिल नहीं हो पाई। हमारे सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप की ये जिम्मेवारी है कि ऐसी महिलाओं को अपने साथ जोड़ें, उनका हाथ बटाएं और उनका भी आजीविका का कुछ संवर्धन करें। दूसरा ये है कि आपने अपनी पीढ़ी के लिए तो सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप के माध्यम से काफ़ी चीज़ें उपलब्ध कर ली हैं, लेकिन जो नई पीढ़ी है, आपके लड़के और लड़कियां, उनको भी तो आजीविका चाहिए। आपने उनके पालन पोषण में, शिक्षण में, बहुत सारी साधन जुटाए और बहुत उसमें मेहनत की। बहुत सारे बच्चे जो हैं, लड़कियां भी और लड़के भी, स्कूल कंप्लीट कर चुके हैं, कॉलेज में भी जा चुके हैं। लेकिन उसके बाद जो नौकरी ढूंढने की बात है, वो मैं आपसे कहना चाहता हूँ कि नौकरियां बहुत कम हैं। सरकारी नौकरियां तो नहीं के बराबर ही हैं और प्राइवेट नौकरियां भी बहुत कम हैं। तो इसलिए स्वरोजगार में बच्चों को प्रेरित करना चाहिए। उसके लिए उनको कुछ हुनर चाहिए और कुछ पूंजी की आवश्यकता है। तो ये जो पूंजी है, आपके सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप और एसएचजी फेडरेशन, जहाँ पे कि ज़्यादा मात्रा में पूंजी इकट्ठी हो सकती है, उनके माध्यम से अपने जो नवयुवक जो हैं उन लोगों के लिए स्वरोजगार के लिए एक नई योजना आप लोगों को बनानी चाहिए। और मेरा तीसरा मुद्दा ये है कि अकेला सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप बहुत छोटा होता है, 14-15 महिलाएं। अगर एक गांव में 10 सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप हैं तो उनकी एक विलेज ऑर्गेनाइजेशन या विलेज फेडरेशन बन जाए तो बहुत अच्छा रहेगा, संगठन होता है। और फिर ब्लॉक लेवल पे, प्रखंड लेवल पे या दक्षिण में मंडल लेवल पे एक बड़ी फेडरेशन बन जाए तो उसका जो है संख्या की जो ताकत है वो देखने को मिलती है। जब 3-4 हज़ार महिलाएं एक जगह इकट्ठी होती हैं तो उससे सब लोग प्रभावित होते हैं, चाहे वो सरकारी लोग हों, चाहे वो बाज़ार के लोग हों जो इनपुट सप्लायर हैं, या चाहे वो बैंक के लोग हों, और जो राजनीतिज्ञ हैं, लोग भी हैं, वो भी जब महिलाओं की इस ताकत को देखते हैं तो वो भी प्रभावित होते हैं, आपकी बात सुनने को आते हैं। तो इसलिए जो एसएचजी फेडरेशंस जो हैं उनको और अच्छी तरह संगठित करना और मजबूत करना बहुत ज़रूरी है। और इस काम में APMAS बहुत आगे है, सबसे अग्रणी संस्था है। और मुझे बहुत खुशी है कि APMAS ने आप सब लोगों को इस 30 साल की जो इतिहास है उसको मनाने के लिए ये आयोजन किया है। आप सबको मेरी तरफ से बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं। नमस्कार।